Yoha.
Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
At least you managed to grab whatever Banner was after.
Tiny victory, I guess. But I don't think Banner or his puppet master are going to give up that easily. Especially knowing what kind of stuff my father had in those files.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So Banner wants one of your father's bombs.
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a Gamma Accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
Whatever it is, we will never let Banner get it.
Well, I hope you're right. I wish I could have your can-do attitude right now.
If it helps, we could go through the files together and strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
It's your move, Tony.
Move for me.
I can't move for you. That defeats the purpose of the game. Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you instead?
How do you know something's bothering me? You using the all-seeing eye of Agamotto again? Well, I hate to break it to you, Doc. It hasn't been working.
No, it's what the eyes of Stephen Strange tell me. I'm worried about you.
Fine. You want to know what's bothering me? Banner played us at that Hydra facility. Again. We're supposed to be saving the world. Sometimes I think we're helping bring about its end. Maybe I do want to focus on this game instead. At least it's something I can win.
So, Tony Stark's father is indirectly gonna be the end of us?
I'm concerned about the integrity of several of our Abbey guests. Particularly whether they're susceptible to my sister's dark whims.
If everything seems foreboding, it is simply because everything is foreboding. The Darkhold speaks of far more wicked beings than a Dread Maiden.
Limbo is looking pretty nice after all this.
All this gamma exposure and corruption isn't good for you and your collar. Lilith's sway runs deep. I know you feel it, Hunter. I feel it every day. She reaches out across the world, seeking more. Seeking you. But within these walls, we can hold her at bay for now.
The Darkhold can awaken beings far more vile and deadly than the Dread Maiden.
Another Avenger turns. How many of the old guard do we gotta watch out for?
Okay.
This is worse than my darkest dreams. And well, for me that is saying a lot.
I'm gonna hang
Lilith's
out with
control
you.
over the Dark Book grows.
You're an only child, aren't you?
Yes.
I guess you'd have to be. Caretaker used to tell us about Lilith's child, not Lilith's firstborn.
Can you imagine Hunter triplets?
That would have ended poorly. Caretaker always said she could barely handle one of you.
I could be, let us say, headstrong.
I can't imagine. It always strikes me how our families define so much about us. I wouldn't be who I am without my little brother. With my parents gone, I had to grow up fast, pay the bills, keep my grades up, and provide for Gabe. no matter what.
Having a spirit of vengeance inside you cannot have made it any easier.
Yeah, it has complicated my life, but I make sure it won't complicate his. It's not easy to find that balance, but you have to do it. Without family, you lose a part of yourself.
We set a new bar.
Banner's theft of Howard Stark's research is troubling news.
Hey, Spooter man.
How are you, Peter?
Better than the world out there. I've been watching this for hours, hoping to get a glimpse of the neighborhood, see how it's holding up through all this. But I guess Queens is not important enough for the news media to cover.
An absence of news is not necessarily a bad thing.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
So take heart that nothing is being reported regarding your neighborhood. It probably means everything is okay there.
Thanks, Hunter. That makes me feel mildly better. I just hope Aunt May is safe. I've been trying to reach her on her cell all day today, and the signal keeps dropping. I'm guessing that big hole in the New York atmosphere is interfering with her cellular network. Sometimes I feel like I should be there with her, to protect her, to protect the neighborhood. But I know you need me here.
Be assured, we will not allow any harm to come to her.
You really mean that?
I do.
That, means so much to me to hear you say. Oh, looks like I just got a message.
From your Aunt May?
No, MJ. She said Aunt May is staying with her. What a relief.
You should call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks for checking in on me, Hunter. If Lilith mindjacks me, she's gonna be surprised how much of it is taken up by movie trivia and web fluid formulas.
Oh,
It's a simple question.
I mean, maybe?
Maybe how? Maybe you did see a stolen piece of one-of-a-kind gamma tech at the mysterious creepy lab?
It is possible. We were busy.
Yeah, trying to save our friend. The one you all abandoned.
No, the one we are all trying to save, along with the rest of the planet.
Banner's Accelerator.
Now this from the person who saw their first light bulb a few weeks ago.
And we're done here.
What if I were to tell you that theoretically, we could use the accelerator to destroy the Parchment of Power?
I would say, theoretically, that without the Parchment of Power...
The prophecy could not come to pass.
But that is impossible.
Agreed.
This from the wizard with the talking cape, the resurrected demon hunter, the blood witch, and the queen of Limbo? I'm the most boring person here.
There might be a way to return to that facility.
You never told me that.
My sword retains a memory of every portal I open, but... it is better if I show you.
oh shit.
Each time I try to reach it, something pushes back. Like I've hit a wall.
Wall? More like pure
Evil.
A demonic energy barrier. Unlike any I felt before.
Bruce. No matter what we do, he's always one step ahead of us. And to think, he used to be the boring one.
There has to be a way through, and we have to find it.
Try explaining that to Auntie Caretaker. She just read me the riot act about putting you in danger.
You worry about the barrier. I will handle Sarah.
Where is she? She's in the common room with Wolverine again.
You appear to have something on your mind, Hunter. You obviously have something to say, so please say it. And make it quick, we don't have a lot of time.
We need to go back to the Hydra lab Banner was using. We need...
I don't need to hear any more. The answer is no.
Caretaker, please. It is possible we could use the Stark Gamma Accelerator there to destroy the Parchment of Power.
Oh, in that case, let me make my displeasure clearer. There is no way in hell I'm letting any of you go back to that lab, especially you. My job is to keep you alive, and that's what I intend to do. This is the last I want to hear of such an ill-advised plan. When I said you needed to work better as a team last night, I didn't mean you needed to work better to come up with absurd ideas.
Listen, I am sorry if I upset you. It was not my intention.
It's all right. It's a trying time for us. If I let anything happen to you, all of this would be worthless.
I understand. You are trying to keep me safe.
I'm trying to keep you alive. Safe and alive are two very different things. And it'll be much easier the minute you stop trying to throw yourself into danger. If you're feeling productive, maybe gather the team and use their collective resolve to stop the days from marching forward. It seems time is one of our enemies as well now.
Now we talk to Magik. He's out here in the yard.
So what did Caretaker say to Stark's big plan?
Well, out with it. What did Caretaker say when you proposed breaking back into Big Bad Banner's lab to retrieve Stark's Gamma
Accelerator.
Yes, that. I cannot imagine it went well. Not well at all.
She will change her mind.
No, she won't. We're going to have to go sneaking around behind her back again if we want to get anything done. And we shouldn't have to do that. She should trust us. We should be trusted.
No offense, Ileana, but it is not exactly like we have given Caretaker many reasons to trust us.
Offense taken. You can sit there on your high horse and pretend you are innocent of any deception, but we both know that is not true. Perhaps you are the one who should be begging for Caretaker's trust. That's why it's imperative for you to convince Caretaker that going back to Banner's lab is in the best interest of the entire team.
You think we will encounter Wanda there?
I know we will. Now hurry along and figure out a way to make it happen. We are counting on you.
Okay. You two.
There must be a way through that barrier, I know it. A force field like that, powered by demonic energy, would be impassable for nearly everyone.
Nearly?
Well, the magic that created that force field was the darkest kind. Not unlike the dark energies within you.
It is good to know that you have finally found an advantage to having an inner darkness.
Oh, there are many advantages, I'm sure. This is just the one that became most apparent to me.
So what do you suggest? I go up and try to walk through the barrier?
Not yet. You will need protection.
Some sort of armor?
I don't want to say too much until I've consulted the library. We will talk soon. That barrier is not as insurmountable as it seems.
We're getting a new suit, maybe. Possibly.
Big plans are in motion, Hunter.
I know.
Everything seemed kind of hopeless until I started poking through Dad's old files, and then bingo. The old man delivered.
The man you hated.
Gives us our biggest ace in the hole. I know, the irony is not lost on me.
I guess the only way to know if this'll work is to try it.
That's the spirit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I always say. The original intention of the Gamma Accelerator was to supercharge gamma radiation. It could make a Hulk smash into a Hulk obliterate.
I see where this is going.
And who says Hulk gets all the fun? It would take just a few modifications to make it into a very potent weapon. To be honest, I think that's kind of true of everything my dad created.
So the lab.
is on our to-do list, but right now we have something more pressing.
We need to get our hands on the Parchment of Power.
And to do that, we need Johnny Blaze to play ball. This is a good plan. I know it.
Oh my god, Robbie, why are you so pumped about meeting Blaze? Word on the street is the dude's a major a-hole.
Oh, come on. He's the original spirit of vengeance and, like, my personal hero.
Almost as lame as Hank Pym being your hero.
Who's that?
An annoying, outdated boomer. Just like your boy Blaze.
Oh.
Blaze is not a boomer.
Whatever, Robbie. Fanboy all you want. Go get yourself an autograph for all I care. Just don't tell me I didn't warn you.
Hey there.
Hey there.
I'm getting used to the Abbey. Didn't think I'd like it at first. Monks lived here isn't on my list of preferred amenities.
What changed your mind?
It reminds me of a Kree outpost. Mostly solitary, but you have your team around. Enough contact with civilization to avoid going loopy.
What do you get when Captain Marvel goes stir-crazy?
You tell me.
Someone who is not enjoying herself?
No, I'm having a great time. I thought you were setting up a cheesy joke.
Oh, no, I was really curious. When you have cabin fever, what does it look like?
How about me 20 minutes ago?
Nice.
What about you? You died here, so I bet you have some complicated thoughts about this place.
Yes, there are bad memories. But the good ones outweigh them all.
You're lucky you have that.
I'm making some new ones right now.
No one likes a suck-up, Hunter. But so am I. It's rare that I have that much fun.
Good girl, Charlie.
Well met.
Ooh.
That felt good. Needed that.
We're gonna need a new training dummy. You ended that one's career.
Sorry to bust up your equipment. Training at night always gets me in the zone.
I'm the same. Night Stalker, all the way. Gives me a chance to let go. Be myself without worrying what others might think.
Bub, I don't even know what myself is anymore. Butchers at Weapon X threw my mind into a blender. Wanted to erase the man to unleash the pure beast. They got what they wanted. And then some. Charles has been trying to help me put the pieces back ever since. I'm not even sure I want to remember it all.
A vampire fed on my mother during my birth. For whatever reason, her face at that moment was burned into my mind. It was the same one I saw years later when I had to put her down.
We better order a lot more training dummies.
Damn.
Watch yourself, Hunter.
You watch yourself.
This night is darker than most.
Why? Is there a danger I am not seeing?
You're looking right at it. Lilith's darkness is testing me, Hunter. Her power is growing and mine along with it. I won't lie. I like feeling this strong. I like it a little too much. Surely you felt it too.
I do not know what you mean, but I am not a vampire.
Half vampire. That's the half that's drawn to Lilith, your mother. Don't tell me you don't feel your powers growing with hers. I'm doing my best to keep the blood-sucking beast in me at bay, but it's getting harder and harder each night. And I'll be honest, it pisses me off. You may not know this about me, but I like to be in control.
Should I be hanging garlic over my bed? Keeping a steak on my nightstand?
I'd laugh, but smiling is not my style.
Caretaker taught me the undead do not have the same taste for humor as they do for blood.
Still not laughing.
You know, sometimes I have found all you need is a good night's sleep. It does wonders for my outlook.
Good nights, bad nights. I really don't sleep. It's not my thing. I'll be awake for a long time tonight. If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up.
And what would you like to talk about?
Whatever you want.
Seeing you and Logan bonding through training makes my heart glad.
Logan's a good sparring partner. He doesn't hold back. Wouldn't mind having some of his carefree attitude, but not enough to lose my edge.
There is a lot more to Logan than it appears at first.
I know he's got his dark side. He's just better at showing it off.
This seems like a good time to train with Carol. Why not?
Logan's here.
No, I mean if you have feelings for her, you should...
I said Logan's here.
Ah, right. I understand. Do you think the Sons will ever pull it together as a team?
A team's only as good as its leader. If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up.
And what would you like to talk about?
Whatever you want.
What is it?
While we are talking about Lilith, is there anything she might be able to use against you?
You mean leverage?
Lilith looks for weaknesses as a way to get into your mind. I need to know about yours.
I knew a woman once, Gloriana. We traveled the world together, slaughtering vampires and making love. Good times. We were in London and got word of a master vampire on the loose. My big ego told me I could kill him as easy as the others. I was wrong. I nearly got myself killed, and because of that mistake, I left him an opening to turn Glory into one of his kind. The woman I loved became the thing I hate. I'll spare you the rest of the details.
It is okay. I understand the emotions. Love turning to hate resonates with me well. Are you curious about the Fallen? Do you think we can bring them back?
I wonder. They look terrible on the outside. I can't imagine they look any better on the inside. But I don't want to think those things about Wanda, so I really don't think about it at all.
Lilith's evil goes deep. It corrupts to the core.
Like I said, I'd rather think about other things.
The night is only getting darker, and I am getting tired.
Then sleep?
You are not going to hit the coffin too. It is going to be an early morning.
I don't know what it is with you and coffins.
Radiant light. Second copy of Summon Charlie. Alright.
Tony
Strange
could
man.
plot out the sky with the number of satellites he could launch to hunt for Blaze, and I don't think it would do any good. Meanwhile, the greatest help we could have asked for came from this mysterious demon locked away in these flames for all eternity. Demons are, by definition, evil, yet this one seems to want to help. And I'm inclined to trust it.
A demon reaching out to help us achieve our goals is just another sign that the old battle lines no longer exist. Good and evil mean nothing in the face of Chthon.
Sadly, I think you're correct.
So, Robbie...
is very definitely the key to finding Blaze. How do we make that happen? I think Stark and I have our work cut out for us. Tony and I need to put our heads together. We should have something soon.
There are only so many places a guy with a flaming skull on a motorcycle could be. I've got multiple satellites in orbit right now that could locate him.
Blaze isn't some regular guy. If he doesn't want to be found, I suspect he won't be found.
Okay, Dr. Positivity, if you have better ideas, why don't you conjure them up?